Well, today is finally the day. We have two brand new colors for the PRS Silver Sky being officially released. The very first one is called Faded Black Tea Satin. The second one is this gorgeous Venetian Blue, which is a bit of a surprise to actually see another blue Silver Sky releasing for the main kind of US line for the Silver Sky, but just two absolutely gorgeous colors being released for 2024. Now, I do have some good news for you all. It doesn't look like either of these finishes are limited edition. They appear to be just standard production versions. Looking online on Sweetwater right now, they have nothing mentioning limited editions. Both of these colors as well come in either rosewood or maple, so you can get your choose of what actual neck wood you want for the fretboard, which is really fantastic as well. They're not limiting the charcoal, for example, to only being rosewood and then the Venetian Blue to only being maple. When the names and actually the charcoal color, the official images were actually leaked early and I was looking at them, I was very surprised to see the Venetian Blue was added in, and the only product kind of names or anything I'd heard was that it was for maple fretboards, so I kind of figured that maybe Venetian was going to be limited to only being a maple fretboard version for the color, but seeing it both with rosewood is just absolutely fantastic. Price point wise as well, you're looking at $2,750 US for these brand new finishes. They're all up for pre-order right now. I'm sure some stores will be getting them in stock rather soon, but as of right now, I haven't been able to find any that actually have it where you can pick it up immediately. Now, the Faded Black Tea Satin, the charcoal finish, as I'm probably still going to call it, and I'm sure some of you guys are going to call it still as well, this is the one we've all been really wanting for. And if you watched my most recent video where I talked about 3 guitars that should be absolute lock-ins for 2024 releasing, I mentioned the Faded Black Tea Satin Silver Sky, the charcoal Silver Sky. And if you remember that video, I had a little bit where I took a hoodie off and I was wearing a faded black tee underneath. That was just a little nod to acknowledging that yes, the name had already been kind of leaked. The finish was officially coming. A bunch of us knew it. I just didn't want to be the person who actually kind of really put it out there and let you guys all know that yeah, it's an absolute lock-in. But that video was already planned and I had to just slightly tweak what I was going to say in it to make it actually happen. But absolutely super exciting that this finish is here. It's, I think personally, maybe the best looking Silver Sky finish for sure. And honestly, this Venetian Blue is very close in behind it. This is for sure one that I feel like Venetian Blue is going to be a bit overshadowed by the Faded Black Tea finish, just because that's one that everyone's been wanting for since the Sawbrock tour first kicked off at the Palladium show and we saw that prototype that John was playing. But this Venetian Blue is absolutely gorgeous, and I think PRS really nailed this finish as well. It's Dodge and Blue I really loved, but it wasn't quite what you'd almost think of when you thought of a blue Silver Sky. I think Venetian Blue they absolutely nailed, and I might like this finish just a little bit more personally. I think the Faded Black Tea is just in general the better finish, but personally I almost kind of am leaning towards the Venetian Blue, being if I added another Silver Sky to my collection, because I currently don't own one right now, Venetian Blue might actually be the one I'd lean towards instead. It's really gorgeous, this finish here. Now, what's really interesting is that I've seen nothing official from PRS or John in kind of the way you'd expect when it comes to the announcement of two brand new colors for the Silver Sky. Again, especially Faded Black Tea being one everyone's been asking for, and I'm sure John's comments on Instagram even have been filled with people being like, release that black, gray Silver Sky, please, I need it, I must have it. I'm sure they've been seeing that like crazy on all of their socials, but I've seen no posts yet at the time of me making this video. All the dealers this morning started posting photos of them, talking about pre-orders, and I was like, oh, okay, it must be today then, kind of unexpectedly. And then you see PRS on their blog posts introducing two new Silver Sky colors, Faded Black Tea Satin and Venetian Blue, and that's all I've seen at this point. So a little interesting, nothing official from John or PRS. I would have included that in the video obviously, but we've got nothing so far. Anyways, you guys, I'm just super excited to see two brand new killer colors. PRS, John, you guys absolutely knocked it out of the park. You nailed these. The Faded Black Tea, this is one that we all were really wanting, and then a nice surprise to have kind of a new color as well that I think is, you know, very, very good as well. Very exciting. I'm sure you guys are all super excited, so let me know in the comments down below if you're planning on picking up one of these finishes, your thoughts on them. I love to know kind of some general feedback from the community. We got a pretty good John Mayer gear community here on the channel. I love to know your guys' thoughts on all of these finishes. What do you think? Are you going to pick one up? Do you have one already on pre-order? Let me know your guys' thoughts on all of these finishes in the comments down below. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video and you're a fan of John Mayer's gear, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's pretty much the main focus on the channel is this kind of stuff. So until the next time, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Appreciate you all. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.